Well, this is a very big weekend for driver number one, Jamie McMurray. This is his hometown track, and he definitely wants to put on a good show, but getting here was very emotional for Jamie McMurray. It used to be you only thought of Kansas during tornado season. Already this year, tragedy has canvassed the country. Our thoughts are with those who have lost so much during these events. It's tough for us to imagine unless we actually experience it firsthand. And on Thursday, on his way to Kansas, Jamie McMurray made a very special visit to his friends and fans in Joplin.
Well, the cars just piled up on one another, just like someone brushed them and raked them together.
As you can see here, a part of this 7-mile, 3/4 mile wide path is just utter devastation.
Again, it's just right now a massive search and rescue trying to get accountability of everybody in their homes.
It's really emotional, like coming in here and landing. And I'm going to try very hard today to not have a breakdown. But I don't know. I mean, it's home, and you have an idea of what it used to look like. And I don't know. You have that's what you want it to continue to look like. And just from the pictures and what everyone says, I don't really know what to expect. Thank you so much for giving us this tour and letting us see all it. When you've seen everything on TV, everyone has kind of told me it doesn't do it justice, and
it doesn't. You'll be shocked at what you see, but
yeah,
appreciate your coming and bringing the attention of NASCAR and Bass Pro Shops, and we're going to need some long-term help, and and the attention that you and Bass Pro can bring will be a big help.
Jamie.
City planner for the city of Joplin.
It's nice to meet you. Yes, sir.
Ever seen anything like it?
No. And
6 miles from over there out to by Walmart, 6 miles of this.
No, it's unbelievable.
About anywhere from a half mile to a mile wide.
So were you at the hospital?
I hit it. We stepped into my office when it hit, and it's just like you walk through a portal when you open up the door. The ceilings were falling. The whole hospital was moved 4 inches.
So is this building done? This will get demolished eventually?
Yeah, eventually, it just can't. It just can't.
Structurally,
it just can't do it. Did everything but come down and saved a couple hundred people.
Right.
They made it.
We had 186 people, you say, in here?
We had 183 people come out of here, patients, and then we had staff and everybody else on top of that. So fortunately, it made it. This building withstood it.
It's probably the most upsetting part to me is that this is where you grew up, and it's not here anymore. Why'd you choose the hallway? The only reason I ask is because, like, when we lived here, my mom always put us in the bathtub, and we always took the mattress from my bedroom.
I don't know why I didn't choose the bathroom, but
and seriously, like what we're looking at when the storm was over and the rain came through, this is exactly what it looked like. Oh my gosh.
I was getting hail and rain in my lap.
Right, because there's no roof. Right. So it hailed after it came through. Oh my gosh. That is incredible.
Like I said, the Lord just kept his hand on us. And I really thought we were going to die.
Appreciate so much Jamie and Chip and Johnny and the whole team coming down here. I just wanted to give you just 30 seconds of background on what Convoy of Hope is. We've operated in 200 disasters around the world. This is our backyard, so it's a real blessing for us to be able to do this.
Where did you live at?
Blocks east of the high school.
Really? So right in the center of all of it, huh?
They thought she had a fractured vertebrae, and we thank God we've still got these two.
Absolutely. When you watch this on TV, this is the stuff that you don't see. I'm so sorry. I know that everyone's telling you that, but I promise you, we're going to try to help out as much as we can with, it's way, way, way more meaningful.
My house and my office.
I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Thank you.
It's,
and I'm such a fan. I'm just so thrilled you're here today.
Well,
thank you.
Well, you're welcome. It's devastating.
It is.
The hardest part for the person to get the story told is that you saying,
I'm sorry? Or how do you end it? Because there's nothing you can say that's going to change anything or make them feel any different, you know?
But you know what? Just being there is a big thing.
Wow, is pretty much all you can say after that. That's difficult to look at. For more on this, let's go to Wendy Venturini, who's standing by with Jamie.
And you get back behind the wheel of a race car.
Heartbreaking to see that video, Johnny, from Joplin, Missouri. No doubt to be there and actually stand in your hometown, your old house, Jamie. I mean, could you even put into words exactly what was going through your mind?
No, it's really hard to explain because I saw the images on TV and on the internet pictures, but when I showed up there in person, it's a completely different feeling that you have. And, you know, going to my house was emotional. But part of the reason it was emotional is because of the stories that we heard leading up to that. And it's, you know, you just couldn't quit thinking about that. And honestly, once I got back home or back to the track from Joplin, it was like a really long night because you're laying down trying to process everything that's went through your head for the last 12 hours. It was really sad, but I was fortunate that, you know, Johnny let us put from Bass Pro Shops let us put Joplin, Missouri on the quarter panel at Charlotte last week. And then he did a huge fundraiser in Springfield that night after we went to Joplin. And they raised, I don't know exactly how much, but it was like $300,000 they raised. So it's really cool to have our partners help like that.
And you're doing something cool with the bricks from your home. Did you actually request the bricks from your fallen home?
Yeah, my sister had the idea. She said, would you bring one brick back for me? And I thought that's a really good idea, as, you know, something as a keepsake. And then when I got there, I asked the people if we could have all the bricks. And I had a friend that still lives there in Joplin, and he took a pickup truck over and loaded them all up. And Christy and I are going to build a house in a few years, and I thought it'd be cool to make a fire pit or a walkway out of those bricks, and one day show my kids something from where I grew up.
Well, that's cool. Well, talk about the race today. You know, 2 wins on mile-and-a-half tracks. They were both at Charlotte, but that's completely different racetrack here at Kansas. Even though they like to call this a cookie-cutter track, how different is it?
It's completely different, and this reminds me more of Darlington. As slick as the track's getting, and especially after watching the trucks normally don't slow down throughout a run, and they were talking in our team meeting that they slowed down like 2 seconds. So it'll be really slick today, and I heard that they talked about repaving this, but I hope they don't, because I think that running over those seams and as slick as the track is, I really like it. All
right, well, Jamie McMurray has a great starting spot and definitely racing with a heavy heart today, Johnny.
Wendy, thanks a lot. That certainly would be a very emotional and a very popular win for Jamie McMurray here as well. Convoy of Hope is the name of the organization right now that's going to help out those people. And as we heard from the mayor of Joplin, they're going to need a lot of help for a long time. And if anybody knows how to pitch in, it's the NASCAR community. Kenny Wallace, you have friends in Joplin.
I do, and the Convoy of Hope is a tremendous organization. So do what you can do to help Convoy of Hope. But my friend Jerry Hoffman Race Cars, he builds dirt cars. His shop is in Springfield, but Jerry Hoffman lives in Joplin. Jerry said people simply need money too to rebuild these. People are putting tarps over their little garages and living in them at night. The people have no homes, they have no cars, and they have no jobs because the jobs are gone. So, you know, if you're driving through Joplin, maybe just stop by somebody's house and give them a little bit of cash, because that will go a long way. Good job, Jerry Hoffman.
Yeah, and you know, I think Jamie was very emotional. You can see that if you know Jamie like we do. I mean, that was a very moving and emotional experience for him. It's so cool that Johnny Morris will step out from Bass Pro Shop and help those guys, that Jamie goes down there to his hometown. You can't believe the devastation. We flew over it the other day. But I think that shows how much he really cares about that community. And once again, and we sit here and we talk about it, what we do out here on the racetrack is just a game. We ride around in circles. Yeah, somebody throws a punch every now and then, and it's a big story. But this is a huge story, because this affects hundreds of lives, thousands of lives, and Jamie and his team are reaching out to help.
That's exactly right, man. It's that puts everything in perspective for what we get to do here on weekends. Now,